Good morning, everybody, on this fabulous Friday. Let's just get started and see who's jumping into our pond today. Good morning, Miriam. Deleza. Ooh, Deleza. Her name starts with our letter of the week, D. Ivy and Bronson and Bryson. Scarlett and Maya. Callie and Rogelio. Colby. And our friend Colton and Carter. Camille. Kipton, Cheyenne, Anna, and William. All of our frogs on a Friday jumping on in right over to our calendar. And as we can see, we're in the month of January still. Enero in Spanish. Oh, we're smack dab in the middle of our calendar now. We're getting closer to the end. So we better get counting, friends. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Oh, we're getting into 20. And then we do 21. Looking at the back digit right here, which is the 1, something comes after 1. I bet it's a 2. So if we look at 22, check it out. A 2 and a 2 side by side make 22. 21, 22. And if we put our pointer right here on number 22 and we bring it up, we can definitely, let's sing it on this fun Friday. Let's sing it like this. Days of the week, days of the week, days of the week, days of the week, days of the week. There's Sunday and there's Monday, there's Tuesday and there's Wednesday, there's Thursday and there's Friday, and then there's Saturday. So hang on here, putting our pointer right back here on number 22. Bring it on up. Today is Friday. Yesterday was Thursday. Today is Friday. Tomorrow will be a stay-home Saturday. Then we'll have a stay-home Sunday. And we'll be back on a marvelous Monday. And if you put the whole calendar concept together, we can say today is Friday, January 22nd, 2021. What a great day. We talked about the letter D this week on YouTube. We also did a lot of counting activities. You know what that reminds me of? I think next week for a little music activity on YouTube, we should do the number rock all together, because that's a great song to help us with counting too. But for our YouTube today, we're going to go to the reading corner, and I'm going to tell you guys something before we read a story. I'm going to put on my glasses here to make my eyes stronger, friends. Now, oh, and look at our cast of characters. They are all ready for a story today also. And I know on Friday, I usually read Crazy Pizza Day. So I want to show you the cover of this book today, because I'm going to read another one. Crazy Pizza Day. And if you look at the gentleman, he's got a pizza for sure. He sure does. But he's not holding that pizza in his hands. He's got that pizza in a... Did you say box? Because you're exactly correct. When you get a pizza and bring it home, it normally comes in a box. And we've been talking so much about boxes this month also. I thought it'd be fun to show you the Crazy Pizza Day box. But to read a different story today about a box called Christina Katerina and the Box. So it looks like she's doing something different with her box. It sure looks like she's feeling happy, and she's waving. Looks like she's going to be very creative, just like you guys have all been doing with the boxes that you've been decorating. The author's name is Patricia, and the illustrator who drew the picture's name is Doris. Let's see what happens in Christina Katerina and the Box. Do you know what's so great about this book, you guys? It's been read by so many people. It's got tape helping hold it together. It's a very popular book, and when you read a book a lot over and over again, sometimes you got to reinforce the cover to keep it strong. Let's see. Christina Katerina and the Box. Ooh, I'm going to turn it like this, you guys, and then show you the pictures, I think, today. Here we go. Christina Katerina liked things, tin cups and old dresses, worn out ties and empty boxes. Any of those things, but mostly boxes. Hat boxes, bakery boxes with see-through lids, shoe boxes. She's got her own collection of boxes, just like we do right here in school. She collects them. Best of all, she liked big boxes. So she was happy indeed one sleepy summer day when even her sometimes friend Fat Watson was out of town to see a truck deliver a great tall box. It came on a refrigerator. Whoa, that's a very big box. Oh, how grand and new, Christina's mother said, looking at the refrigerator. It is. Oh, it really is, said Christina, looking at the box. So her mom is so excited to see the brand new refrigerator. But look at Christina. She's so excited to see that big box it came in. And she quickly claimed the box for her own and dragged it under the apple tree. To Mother, who was very neat and tidy, it seemed that boxes were for basements or trash barrels, not for front yards under the apple tree. But she decided that it couldn't hurt. It couldn't possibly hurt for one day or two to have the big box in the front yard, there under the apple tree. And if you see her right here, she's looking curious. She's got her hand on her chin, and I think she's thinking about what she could create with that big box. That afternoon, Christina's father cut a window and a door in the box, and Christina painted on turrets, a drawbridge, and bolts for the door. And the box became a castle. Inside, she put sticks on the window for iron bars, and she brought in all her cups and saucers for a lot of Fig Newtons in case there was a battle and she couldn't get out. Christina has a great imagination, you guys. Hang on, the pages are kind of sticking together. For 2 days, she and her bears lived and played in her castle peacefully. Look how she set up the inside, you guys, with her stuffed animals and her tea set and her Fig Newton cookies. It's a great way to use your imagination. Uh-oh, until Fats Watson came home. Remember, that's her neighbor, you guys. He sneaked into her castle while she was out to lunch, and he ate all her Fig Newtons. And she locked him in until he hollered, "I'm sorry," 15 times. When she finally let him out, Fats gave Christina's castle a kick, and it went over, smack, on its side. Wow. So he's feeling frustrated because he thinks he's locked in that box. So when he gets out, kicks it over. Mother came out and saw the fallen box. "I see that's the end of the castle, Christina," she said with a smile, and started to haul it away. When you haul it away, she's trying to get rid of it. She's trying to pull it and put it somewhere else. "But that's no castle," said Christina, hauling it back again. "That's my clubhouse." And it was, for 3 long days, right there under the apple tree. Christina changed the window into a door, and the door into a window. She put in 2 benches for members and a chair for the president, and she painted "Keep Out, Members Only," and "Danger to Enemies" on the outside. She made it a clubhouse. And she let Fats join. Then they met in the clubhouse, which was very dark when the door was closed and very secret. And they spit on a nickel and swore to be friends forever. And they were. They're sharing that box made into a clubhouse. Until one day when Fats got angry at always being vice president. He climbed on the clubhouse roof and promised to sit there until Christina made him president. Well, he's got his arms crossed. Wow, he's got kind of a scowl on his face. He is not feeling very happy. Only the roof caved in first, and Christina disbanded the club. When you disband something, that means you call it off. Oh, when Mother saw the satin box, she brushed her hands together. Now she would have her nice, neat yard. Well, she said, that is the end of the clubhouse, and she tugged it toward the street. A different word for pulling or hauling is tug. But that's no clubhouse, said Christina, tugging it back again. That's my race car, Hermamine, and I'm late for a race. She's got that imagination going again, you guys. Check it out. Before speeding off, Christina put the top on the bottom, turned the window into a cockpit, and on the sides painted 2 magnificent curling silver horns, which she blasted at Fats every time she rounded the apple tree. For 2 days, she raced around the yard and won every time. Until Fats said he'd take a look at the motor, that it didn't sound quite right. When he cut off the nose to get at the motor, the car collapsed. Oh boy. Christina's mother was relieved. Well, that is the end of the racing car, she said, and she pulled the cardboard toward the trash barrel. But that's no racing car, said Christina, pulling it back again. That's the floor of my summer mansion, and I'm going to have a ball. And she did, right there under the apple tree. She padded the box out flat and drew furniture on each flap. A stove, a refrigerator for the kitchen, a bed for the bedroom, and a grand piano and a violin for the living room, so there would be music for her ball. So you see, even though that box had been collapsed to being flat and almost nothing, she was still able to use her imagination and figure out what she could create. Then she and her bears and Fats dressed up in gowns and high heels, and they invited kings and queens and some presidents and one vice president to come. And everybody came, and they danced and danced until their feet hurt, and they had to take off their shoes. Even without shoes, Christina had a wonderful time. Look at that. I like seeing friends get together and be creative to use their imaginations and just have fun. Until Fats decided the floor needed scrubbing, he sprayed it down with the garden hose and mopped it until the floor puckered and grew lumpy and finally fell apart. When Mother came out a little later and looked at her front yard, she shook her head and said, "Well," and then, "Is this the end of your grand floor?" "What floor?" asked Christina, who was running by. "Oh, you mean that old raggedy box? Let's throw it away." Mother breathed a sigh. At last, she could have her nice, neat yard. "Be quick," Christina said. Fat's mother got a washer and dryer today, and he's bringing in 2 ships down now. I said my mother wouldn't mind a bit if we sailed them here in our front yard, right under our apple tree. So now, Fat's the neighbors bringing 2 more big boxes so they can get creative. And look at that. They've made ships and they're sailing away. So you see, this book reminded Teacher Jennifer of another one that we read called Not a Box, because you can use your imagination and you can be creative and you can turn something like a box into something spectacular. Keep on using your imagination, friends.